Guys, what do you think of that?
I mean, I actually wonder what Zigzag means by that, by pushing the pressure on. Will he make that insta-guess?
He said he wanted to guess fast. He did.
Oh, okay. I didn't get that really by that point. But if he does that, it's very risky. We just saw Lero saying, if I make that guess against anyone else other than Spaghetti, I probably lose. So, or Zigzag, he probably loses. So it's going to be interesting if, you know, Zigzag is able to pull that off.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did say that. He said it put the pressure in, maybe some fast guesses or something like that, unless I've misheard. Don't want to misquote him. Nonetheless, GeoGuessr, what do you think about that? The fact that Zigzag has sort of pointed us in the direction of what he's planning to do, and the fact that Sheena has also seen that coming.
Yeah, I would assume that Zigzag means that he's going to guess fast when he says putting the pressure on. I feel like that's the only way how you can really put the pressure on in this game. But yeah, I mean that... Yeah, I would assume that Zigzag means that he's going to guess fast when he says putting the pressure on. I feel like that's the only way how you can really put the pressure on in this game. But yeah, I mean that... Yeah, I would assume that Zigzag means that he's going to guess fast when he says putting the pressure on. I feel like that's the only way how you can really put the pressure on in this game. But yeah, I mean that...
Well, I should say it looked like he had a better handle on those nerves. Zigzag, on the other hand, there were some moments where he was flip-flopping between guesses. So I think it's interesting to think about how this could affect this third-place decider, Ziggy.
Yeah, especially because I want to mention that Zigzag did a lot of last-second switches, which didn't help him. And also, just looking at him in the camera, I saw that he did a lot of, you know, nervous moves, you know, touching his mouth. He does like to do that, but it didn't seem like, you know, being locked in. It seemed like he was just nervous and doing that, just fiddling around a bit. So I'm very, you know, interested to see how he will handle the pressure now, because now it's not like, okay, I can lose this game, because the last one is like, okay, I can still lose that, then still qualify. But now it's like, do or die.
How important are the move games going to be here, GeoGuessr?
Yeah, I mean, in the best-of-5 format, as we have seen before many times, the moving factor is a big factor in this format. So yeah, instant
games going to be here, GeoGuessr?
Work from time to time. I feel like you really get to... You will need to have a good feel for on which round you can put that pressure on, and in which round you should maybe move around and look for the clue around the corner.
Guys, very soon we'll be able to get this one going. A bit of time for some final thoughts. Yeah, Ziggy, from yourself first, and of course, an official prediction. Who's going to take that third place?
Oh, I don't want to predict this, because I don't think... I mean, judging by how the event is going, 3-1 seems to be the trend, so I'm going to predict the 3-1 win by Zigzag.
Okay, and GeoGuessr, what about yourself? Who's taking third place?
I'm going against the trend. I don't think it's a 3-1. I would assume that Sheena will take it home with a 3-2 fashion.
Okay. Well, I don't know who is going to win, but I definitely want to see that NMP a tiny bit more time. Well, how do we get to that NMPZ? Who needs to step up the most?
I mean, I don't know how we will get there, but I hope we get there. The question is whether Zigzag will literally just win the no-move games, even though I think they're pretty equally matched in no-move as well. And I see Sheena, you know, a bit stronger in moving, so it's going to be tough for him to get there if he just doesn't win a moving game.
Gentlemen, as always, thank you for your thoughts. Everybody, it's our third place decider, Sheena versus Zigzag. Stage, over to you.
Dobrze, działa. Okej. No dobra, no to wracamy.
勝てばポイント獲得、さらには賞金をより上げる大事な一戦となります。改めましてこの時間司会進行を担当させていただきます奥田太郎です。そして
そして一緒させていただいております堀内香織です。よろしくお願いいたします。
お願いいたします。さあそれではこの3位決定戦に出場する選手を呼び込んでまいりましょう。大きな拍手でお迎えください。
Now let's have bronze matches players to the stage. Please welcome them.
No i wracamy, mecz o trzecie miejsce. Sheena Zigzag, przegrani półfinałów. Wracamy, mecz o trzecie miejsce. Sheena Zigzag, przegrani półfinałów.
Sheena さんお帰りなさいませ。
Welcome back to the stage.
達しました。
No i zobaczymy, czy
まあ本来ですとね、
reprezentant
決勝戦に戻っ
gospodarzy
てくるという予定だったかも
pokona
しれませんが、
potężnego
1
Australijczyka,
試
czy
合を
może
終えまして
jednak
多少はリー
nie
ド
da
の
mu
思いはあるかも
rady
しれません。今の思いはいかがでしょうか。
i jednak górą będzie Australijczyk w tym starciu.
Reprezentant
Reprezentant gospodarzy pokona potężnego Australijczyka, czy może jednak nie da mu rady
今の思いはいかがでしょうか。
i jednak górą będzie Australijczyk w tym starciu. Reprezentant gospodarzy pokona potężnego Australijczyka, czy może jednak nie da mu rady
今の思いはいかがでしょうか。
i jednak górą będzie Australijczyk w tym starciu. Dobra, już widzę co jest. Moment. Dobra. Nie powinno być tego przegłosu teraz. Dobra, już widzę co jest. Moment. Dobra. Wywiad
まあ、景
na
色での
przed
ゲスが強いプ
rozpoczęciem
レイヤーなんで、まあ、ムービングでかなり早く
z
押してくるんじゃないか
Japończykiem
なっていうのが
naszym
予想できるんですけ
potężnym,
ど、
no za chwilę
まあ、
jeszcze
パニックに
Australijczyk.
ならないように努めたいなって思います。
Wywiad
So
na
Zigzag is such a good player.
まあ、ムービングでかなり早く
And
来
PZ.
るんじゃないかなっていうのが予想できるんですけど、
no za chwilę
まあ、
jeszcze
パニックに
Australijczyk.
ならないように努めたいな。
Win all the instance gas. So I want to do my best.
素晴らしい戦いに期待しています。
Thank you. Good luck with all the match and please take your seat at the desk. Thank you. All the instance gas.
ありがとうございます。
I want to do my best.
素晴らしい戦いに期待しています。では続きまして対戦相手も呼び込んでまいりましょう。大きな拍手でお迎えください。
So now let us introduce his opponent for this bronze match. From Australia, Zigzag.
Pojawia się na scenie. No na pewno nie jest
Zigzag選手、
pocieszony z
お帰りなさいませ。
tego,
Welcome back
potoczyło
to the
się
stage,
ten
Zigzag.
półfinał.
一試合終えまして今のお気持ちはいかがでしょうか。
So after the first match, how are you feeling for this bronze match?
Well, it's obviously really sad to lose, but it's great that I get another opportunity here in the bronze match. And yeah, I really like Sheena. I like the way he plays, so it should be fun.
はい、先ほどの、マッチではちょっと負けてしまって少し悲しい気持ちもありますけど、今回椎名選手とても好きな選手で対戦できるのとても楽しみです。
椎名選手に対してここではどんな戦いを見せてくれますか。
How do you want to play against Sheena?
As Sheena said in his interview, I think I'll be going faster than I went against Lero, but of course it all depends on the round.
まあ先ほど椎名選手もおっしゃってましたけれども、できるだけ即ゲスなど早く、ピンポイント、ロケーションをゲスして、プレッシャーをかけていきたいと
Sheena
思っ
już
ておりま
gotowy
す。
do
ただ、まあ、
pojedynku.
本当にどこ
Wciąż
が出るか
czeka
にもよります。
na
素
jeszcze
晴らしい戦いに期待しています。どうぞお
rozmawiającego
かけください。
Zigzaga.
Good luck with the match and please take your seat. Thank you.
No i dobra, zmierza już na swoje miejsce, za chwilę zaczynamy. Przedostatni mecz dzisiejszych kwalifikacji azjatyckich. No, w meczu trzecie miejsce, Sheena z Japonii kontra Zigzag z Australii. No na pewno, tak jak mówiłem, nie jest pocieszony Zigzag z tego, jak poszedł ten półfinał z Liro. Bo na pewno miał tam szansę na ugranie, no ale ten moving decydujący był, bo ma duże braki w nim. Widzimy gest statystyk 38 sekund, średni czas gesa Sheeny 32%, tylko pierwszy gest, win rate 53%, więc jest najgorszy, ale ten pierwszy gest to no widać lubi bardzo pomyśleć zanim cokolwiek znajdzie. No zigzag 31 z groszami średni czas, 51 first guess, 50 win rate. No nie jest najgorzej, no ale na Liro to było za mało, jak widać. Już gotowi panowie. Za chwilę rozpoczynamy pierwsze starcie tego meczu o trzecie miejsce. Starcia, które wyłoni brązowego medalistę Mistrzostw Azji i Oceanii w mapy Google. Mamy China, Japonia, zigzag Australia, moving. Starcie pierwsze, w którym mogą robić wszystko, mogą się obracać, przybliżać i poruszać i wrzucać dwójeczkę, ponieważ tym razem nie zapomniano nam zalać paliwa. I mamy Gen 4 w Afryce, prawdopodobnie w Senegalu. Szybki strzał w Senegal. No to będą bardzo bliskie gesty najprawdopodobniej. Wow, no. Zigzag zaczyna z mocnym strzałem. Luga to była. No i od razu prawie 300 punktów krótszy jest Japończyk. Ewer Europa, jakaś Turcja. Tutaj mają panowie. No, jeśli znają region, no to ok, ale mówię, no najlepiej to jest w Turcji szukać po numerach telefonów, bo przypomnę, tak jak wtedy mówiłem, że 200 są na zachodzie Turcji, 300 to jest Turcja centralna, 400 to jest Turcja wschodnia i tu znalazł chyba coś. Tak, 452 numer, więc to jest wschodnia Turcja. To nie jest Kayseri. Ten region to jeszcze chyba 300 łapie. No, trochę bliżej China, ale to wacikowe punkty będą. W tym przypadku to mamy Azję. Jakoś ewer Tajlandię, ewer Filipiny, może jakieś nawet. Nawet Indonezja może tu być w tym przypadku. Oj tak. Od razu instant South Sulawesi koło Makassaru strzał. I to z obu stron. No i to było pod Makassarem. Bliżej minimalnie zigzag. Po raz kolejny Azja. To chyba Bangladesz nawet będzie, albo Sri Lanka jakaś. No Bangladesz raczej tak patrząc po vibe'ach i po kamerze jest Gen 4. Łacinką napisane. Tak, ale to jest Bangladesz, no. Bardzo mocno poszuje tutaj zigzag. Zależy mu widać na tym zwycięstwie. Też minimalnie bliżej zigzag, ale to też małe punkty. Kolejna runda i to mamy długą antenę. Jakaś Brazylia może to być. Czerwona ziemia, to jest Brazylia, tak. Taka ziemia w Brazylii jest wszędzie czerwona, ale myślę, że jest taka jakaś Piauí to Cantin, Sever Mato Grosso do Sul. Jadą panowie dwójeczką, szukają. No, był znak z BR 290. No zna to drogę chyba. No to w drugą chyba będzie jechał. Nie, sprawdza kąt, po kącie patrzy, bo drogę znalazł. No to nawet tak w miarę ma sens w tym miejscu. No BR to są akurat te krajówki. A, to jeszcze dalej było. I znowu zigzag bliżej. No tym razem większy gest. Większy ten 800 punktów ponad obrywa, więc no. Bardziej zabolało. O, Indonezja. Znowu Indonezja. Ale jaka to jest wyspa, nie mam bladego pojęcia. Indonezja dla mnie to jest tak jak Japonia, takie randomowe miejsce, że głowa mała. Zescał w Sulawesi. Od razu instant guess. Że zdąży, 5 sekund ma. Sulawesi Central, tak jest, bliżej Shina w tym przypadku. No i to już jest 2 koła punktów. I Shina na prowadzenie wychodzi. Oj, oj, oj. Peru blikliwia. No i to takie fest. Się machnął. No pod Cochabambą idzie od razu. Zigzag. Podobne rejony od Shiny. No to będzie pewnie blisko. No nawet zigzag jeszcze bliżej. Ale to też małe punkty będą, jakieś 88. Wiele to na razie nie zmienia. 8 runda. Oj, to Malezja będzie. To jest Malezja. I nie widzę naklejek na słupach, więc to może być jakiś Sabah. Bo Sabah ma Gen 3 i nie ma właśnie tych naklejek na słupach, bo na mainlandzie są czarny, na Sarawak'u są biała. Tu nie ma tych naklejek, więc to musi być Sabah jakiś. I to właśnie zigzag tą metę znalazł na te naklejki na tych słupach. Wow, o, przy Indonezji samej. Kolejny strzał 860, to jest 9 runda i 1300 przewagi niecałe ma Shina. O, lowcam. To nie jest szwedzki ten smolkam? Chyba tak. To jest ten nowy smolkam szwedzki albo fiński. Parkering. To Norwegia nawet. No, zielona blacha. A tu samo południe tu wleciało. Opland Elektra. No, Kristiansand i między Oslo a Bergen. Jebaniutki, jeszcze bliżej był. I kolejne 1,5 koła, no. Tu już musi się jakaś totalna tragedia stać, żeby tego movinga nie wygrał Shina. A to jest Europa. I biały samochód jeszcze do tego, więc... Wcale Czechy by mnie tu jakieś nie zdziwiły, albo Turcja w tym przypadku. No bo mówię, tutaj jakaś totalna katastrofa by się musiała zdarzyć, żeby to przegrał Shina. Od razu instant guess poleciał od zigzagu. On wie, że tu musi ryzykować, bo nie ma nic do stracenia. Jej, te reklamy znowu. Dobra. Tak, ugrał to się, no było to do przewidzenia, że to się tak skończy.
But in the end, it goes to Sheena, and it's 1-0.
1-0, as I would say is expected. Sheena definitely the better moving player.
Yeah.
Zigzag went for that sort of
Zresztą
MK-esque
nie dziwi
strategy
mnie to
of guess
specjalnie, że
fast,
on
put
to
the pressure
ugrał.
on, and just hope that
No ale teraz
your opponent does
zaczynamy
not find any
jazdę
information.
bez
But 15
trzymanki, no
seconds is
move.
a lot for a good moving player.
Możemy
But
się
now, guys,
obracać,
it's
możemy
time for
przybliżać,
no
ale nie możemy
moving
jechać i
game
wrzucać
two of the best
dwójeczki,
of
bo nie
five.
wleli nam paliwa.
No more moving up and down the road anymore. It is simply 1-360 panorama. Let's get the players in to round one. Look at
Ameryka
Peru
Południowa.
here. Very deserty. We've got the black.
Krowy. To jest czarny samochód. Ewer jakiś Peru? Tak mi się wydaje. Może być jakieś Peru. Albo Argentyna. No, Peru. Ale to było widać nawet po klimatach, że takie Peru jakieś. To bardziej południowe. To mnie nie zdziwi, jak to będzie pod Limą, nie? Bo to jest tak randomowe Peru, że to wszędzie może być. No poza Pióro, bo koło Pióry to tam jest płasko jak... No, przy kupowaniu stołu w Ikei. Bo Pióra to jest chyba jedyny region w Peru, gdzie gór nie ma, poza Amazonią. No, mówiłem, że koło Limy. Randomowe, typowe Peru. Myślisz, że to jest południe? Nie, koło Limy. Standard. Mocne RPA tutaj. Dziwne to RPA na pierwszy rzut oka, ale to jest tak dziwne RPA, jeśli to jest RPA w ogóle. No, pod Joburgiem od razu Shina coś tam grzebie. To jest, kurde, też wcale by mnie te regiony znowu koło Polokwane tam na północy nie zdziwiły. Albo koło Kimberley tam na centrum. Południe od zigzaga rozważane. No, ciekawe, a tu będzie rozstrzał spory, bo jak tu poleci Johannesburg i tam regiony Kimberley, tam nawet niżej, no to obrażenia polecą spory, to nawet może się na strzała skończyć zaraz. No, mówiłem, że polokłane będzie. 2 koła, no. Oddała ta Pretoria, ale to już tak przypuszczałem, że to może być to polokłane, bo to się bardzo często trafia. A tutaj to jest Gen 2? Szwecja, Finlandia albo Stany jakieś ze śniegiem. 22 copyright. strasznie tak shitcam wygląda ta kamera. No i tak idąc po tych vibe'ach, Szwecja, Finlandia, tak jak mówiłem, albo Stany jakieś randomowe. No. Szukają panowie, szukają. Montana nawet. Ciekawy guess. A Montana na Utah. Obaj rozważają tą Montanę. Minnesota, by the way. Klasyk. Okej. No to co? Papa Filipino mamy w tym przypadku. Pani Calderon od razu luzon leci z obu stron. To jest tak losowy też, te Filipiny tak losowe, że... Kaziguran. Dużo palm jest. No jakiś Palawan ewentualnie? Nie. Dobra droga, ale niżej, czyli w tym momencie znowu bliżej jest Zigzag, który no, broni się jak może. Podgryza lekko Shin, ale to może być za mało. 5. runda. Ale ładnie. Ładnie tu. Stany, Kanada jakieś. Europa by tu była ciekawa. Trochę to tak wygląda, ale to bardziej tak stanowo mi leci. Przez te drzewa głównie, te jesienne, tak kolorowe takie właśnie. Tu się natomiast któryś nie zdecyduje. Na razie Zigzag myśli o Stanach. 25 sekund myją panowie. Również o Stanach myśli Shina. Podobne regiony też. Idaho, Montana. Chociaż nie wiem, czy tu nie będzie za płasko trochę na Montanę. Chyba, że na południu, no to inna sprawa, ale tak. No Montana jest dość górzystym stanem. No nie mają pewności. Jest Idaho, Wyoming na Montana, nie? Proszę bardzo. Waszyngton nawet to był. No i punkty wyrównane. Waszyngton przy samej granicy z Kanadą, nie? O, shitkam, Indie. Zielone Indie. Punjab nie, bo w Punjabie jest bardziej. A jakieś Madhya Pradesh? Ever Assam może coś tam na wschodzie za Bangladeszem? Chociaż nie wiem, czy na to za sucho nie jest. Chhattisgarh może? Madhya Pradesh. Też o tym myślałem na początku. No bo jest tak średnio sucho, średnio mokro. No tak średnio ogólnie. Na Rajasthan jest za mokro. Za zielono jest na Rajasthan. Rajasthan jest bardzo suchym stanem. A na Punjab jest za sucho. Tutaj ciekawy strzał. Madhya Pradesh na Gujarat. Wow, no kapitalny gest od Zigzaga i to jest chyba win. Tak jest. No, wraca z dalekiej podróży Zigzag. W tym momencie mamy remis 1-1. A więc przenosimy się na moving. Udało się zalać tym razem samochód i możemy znowu wracać w trasę. Siechali, dopchali ten samochód, znaleźli stację i zatankowali i udało się, można wracać na trasę. Poza tym, tak jak było w poprzednich pojedynkach, również można się obracać, przybliżać, no i wrzucać tą dwójeczkę, tak jak w pierwszym pojedynku. Shina, starcie trzecie, moving. No i jodymy. Ogólnie bardzo mało Europy się trafia dzisiaj. Bardzo dużo Ameryki, jest bardzo dużo Azji. No i jest Europa. Jakby usłyszeli. Czarno-żółte. Ewer Niemcy jakieś? No Hiszpania to nie jest, bo Hiszpania te odblaski by miała żółte z jednej strony. A tu są szare, więc to nie jest Hiszpania. Jest sucho dość. Portugalia by tu miała sensu dużo. Portugalia tu ma dużo sensu. Wow. Co za wiksa. Dosłownie samiuśka granica tam w tym kącie na północy, nie? I znowu Ameryka Południowa. Witoria, czyli mamy Brazylię w tym razem. Mnie ciekawi, czy się trafi jakiś Liban albo inne Wyspy Świętego Tomasza i Książęca. Niektórzy to potrafią też pomylić. Sao Tome z Indiami czy z innym Ekwadorem. Bahia instant. I lecę nawet. No, strzał w to samo miejsce, tam wacikowe punkty jakieś. 12. Na razie taka wymiana uprzejmości. O, Australia, Nowa Zelka. Chyba. He? Deviation? What? To jest Belgia. To jest Belgia, no. Jest taka bardzo, bardzo mocno Belgia, taka, kurde. Nie spodziewałem się. Myślałem, że na pierwszy rzut oka to strasznie wyglądało jak właśnie Australia, Nowa Zelka, ale no później ten znak mnie tak trochę sprowadził na ziemię, że tak powiem. No, to samo miejsce, strzał, kolejne wacikowe punkty, 20. No i wyrównane, 6 punktów przewagi na korzyść Shiny. Tutaj mamy Australię za to. Już widać, to nie jest West Australia, bo te strzałki na tych dashboardach idą w taki znak mniejszości się układają, a w Australii na Westie są w górę skierowane, ale mamy brązowy samochód, więc tu mnie by wcale nie zdziwiło, nie zdziwił jakiś South, ewentualnie Victoria. No wiem, że w Wiktorii się taki samochód trafia, albo New South Wales ewentualnie, ale to musiało coś niesamowitego być. Darling. Darling to jest ta rzeka u nich. O, tu już było z Westa, więc to raczej będzie Westo. Tak, dobra, mamy West, żółte rury na znaki. To jest też taka charakterystyczna cecha dla zachodniej Australii. Ale te rury na początku były baitem, te zwykłe, metalowe. Ale tak, to już jest standardowe West Australia. No, jakieś tam okolice Perth. Afryka dzika dawno odkryta. I to mamy... O, Kenia, Senegal. To jest ten pick-up, co taki w Turcji podobny jeździł. Kikima Branch. To jest zdecydowanie Kenia. Typowa Kenia. Myślisz pod granicą z Ugandą? Nie, środek bliżej Tanzanii. Standard. O, Rosja chyba. Nie. Chociaż? To ja, musi być Rosja. Tak. Błogowieścienka. Isyl-Kul. Isyl-Kul. Isyl-Kul? What? To jak Isyl-Kul brzmi bardzo podobnie, te Isyl-Kul. Błogowieścienka to trochę tak błagowieszczeńskiem zalatuje. O, znalazł coś. No Mario, to jest granica z Kazachstanem czy z Ukrainą? Z Kazachstanem, przy samej granicy dosłownie. No i kolejny damage na konto Zigzaga. Robi co może Australijczyk, żeby tu nie przegrać tego movinga, bo to będzie decydująca runda najprawdopodobniej. Quadruple damage. 7. runda. Coraz bliżej końca w tym movingu. Tylko nie wiem, czy tutaj po tym movingu już nie będzie końca. Brazylia. Ciekawy guess. Deus e Amor. No, okrągłe słupy. One są głównie na południu Brazylii. Santa Catarina, zigzag. Razy 4, 2700. No i przejmuje prowadzenie. Zigzag. A, to Lagos było, czyli w Nigerii żeśmy byli, albo w Portugalii. No, 3300 na 4600. 8. runda, Stany, Kanada. Jest flaga Kanady. O, tak odważnie poszedł ten Prince Edward Island. Jeden i drugi tak bardzo odważnie. Japończyk bliżej. A będzie mało 740. No, to nie tak mało 740 punktów na takiej odległości niewielkiej. Oho. India albo Lanka. Chyba Lanka to jest. O, i Motors to bardzo odiszo zalatuje, nie? Sens. Wow, o, odważnie zigzag leci. Pod najbardziej aż tam na wschodzie Assam, te okolice. Bardzo odważnie. No, podobny region od Japończyka w Assam. Jebaniutki bliżej. Arunachal Pradesh praktycznie to był. Region, w którym praktycznie się zdjęcia nie trafiają, a to na granicy z Arunachal Pradesh było. W Assamie. No i ma problem teraz ogromny Australijczyk. O, ma Australię, no to musi tu ugrać to. Na swoich śmieciach wylądował w ostatniej rundzie na tym movingu. No więc jak tutaj to przegra na swoich śmieciach zigzag, no to będzie już miał ogromny problem do powrotu do tego pojedynku. Wie, że to jest West. Wiesz, Ina, że to jest West, to chyba na punkty wygra. No łapie się zigzag za głowę. A to będzie bardzo blisko. No może być za blisko nawet. Jeszcze bliżej przesuwa Japończyk. Jest Japończyk bliżej. Wygrywa to Shina i mamy 2-1 dla Japończyka w tym pojedynku. Kolejna runda no move. I pytanie, czy to się skończy wynikiem 3-1, czy może zigzag doprowadzi do wyrównania i będziemy mieli pierwszą dogrywkę dzisiaj. Mała na to szansa, ale zawsze jakaś jest. No, wracamy na no move, czyli znowu możemy się obracać, możemy przybliżać, ale nie możemy jechać, bo znowu nam się paliwo skończyło. O Jezu, co to jest? Palma de Mallorca. Jakaś Azja chyba. Lewostronny ruch? Ewel Tajlandia, Filipiny? Ewel Tajlandia, ta Indonezja jakaś? Ciekawa lokacja. Malezja tutaj leci. No dobrze, no. Malezja leci od obu, stąd tu w ogóle plonka wali. Shina niepotrzebnie. To był mainland, więc... Australia. Od razu Tasmania. Północ i środek Tasmanii. Na zachodzie. Zigzag bliżej ponownie. Chociaż różnica też nie będzie wielka. Europa ponownie. O nie, Mongolia. A sorry, mikrofonu nie włączyłem. To jest Mongolia, po tych kolorze tego namiotu wiem, że jest jakaś meta, że można to odróżnić. Ale to jest tak OP, że... No bo to z ubiegłego roku są te zdjęcia, jeszcze taki też pika większy, taki biało-niebieski jeździł też właśnie po Mongolii. I no, wiem, że właśnie po nich można zgadywać po tych kolorach tego namiotu, w jakim regionie kraju się jest. Łoje, baniutki! Co tu teraz Shina gotuje? No, ładny strzał. Ciekawy gest z jego strony, tej Brazylii. No, na pewno region jest trudniejszy niż ostatnio, który był. Bardzo płasko jest jak na Brazylię, więc to też jest jakaś swego rodzaju podpowiedź. Zobaczmy. No, Mato Grosso do Sul przy Paragwaju sam. Tu idzie walka na całego na tym no movingu. To znowu może być na punkty rozegrane. Ever Meksyk. No, Meksyk jakiś. A jednak nie, Argentyna. Zważane jakieś tutaj wschodnie, zachodnie prowincje Argentyny przy granicy z Chile.
Now they're within how many? 7 points separating them? This is nuts.
This is one of the closest matches I have ever seen in GeoGuessr history.
What in the world?
This is unbelievable. Let's get them straight in here to round 6 in Germany.
Some of the most German architecture you'll ever see here in this town.
Yeah.
In this round.
Yeah. Now, can they get a town name here? Does the Thai massage place have a town name?
I assume Northeim is the... Is that the town? I don't know.
Hard to tell.
Oh my god, Sheena found it. No way, no way.
Sheena just find it?
No shot.
Oh, and Zigzag has to know that Sheena just found that. Yeah, Northeim. Zigzag, scan on the map, scan on the map.
Oh,
this is gonna be, oh, he's so far.
What?
This is gonna be points, 3.5 times multiplier. Sheena gets the 4,998.
No, it's not enough.
It's not enough to end the game, but he deals 3,000 points of damage. Round 7 now. And we're looking at, what is this, a Malaysia, I'd have to presume?
Yeah, seems like it. Sheena at the doorstep of the 3rd place medal.
He is so close to taking it and securing his spot in the World Championship. Zigzag is gonna go quick and put some pressure on it by the looks of it. He's got a region guess and he's trying to find it. Yeah, I think he's trying to find it.
Sheena also looking in the mountains around Kuching.
Yeah, they're both gonna be right there. It's just who will find it first, or will they even find it at all? Zigzag now opting to look farther east in Sarawak, Malaysia.
This is the kind of round where physical geography knowledge is important in GeoGuessr. Knowing where mountain ranges are. It's not all just about signs and car metas. This is a round where are mountains? Where am I gonna look? And they seem to know very well the mountainous parts of Borneo, Malaysia.
Yeah, they're both right next to each other here. Timer's gonna run out.
Ooh.
Wow. And in the end, they are right on top of each other. Only 4 points.
4 points.
That's a wave. Did they wave in game? I don't know. But you'd hope they did. Round 8, 4.5 times multiplier now. This is getting serious. Again, Zigzag in the red, 900 health. What can he do here? Let's get him started.
This is a good opportunity here for Zigzag in what I believe is the United States.
It's a relaxing vibe. Cyprus. It's a unique vibe.
Pejpo spoko.
Proszę pana, wszystko spoko?
Wszystko spoko!
Aha, no to spoko.
Pejpo spoko.
Z kartą PayPo każda płatność jest spoko. Kupujesz dziś, płacisz za 30 dni.
Pejpo spoko.
By the looks of it, he hasn't actually placed a pin down, but that's where he's zoomed in on. Sheena yet to open the map, so we don't know what he's thinking. But Zigzag looks poised to lock it in. He does. He's in Pennsylvania. Pressure's now on for Sheena to follow suit. He's in New York, nearby. CG, who's it gonna be?
This is it. 5 seconds.
Oh, Sheena moves it down.
Zigzag!
Zigzag
Wait.
is closer. 4.5 times multi. That's gonna be massive. That's gonna put Sheena on 59 health.
Way.
What?
No way!
What in the world? Zigzag now has the lead, but even with the 5 times multi, this could be anybody's game.
And I think it's the US again, another massive country round. Unbelievable right now.
This is absurd. CG, Sheena 59 points, Zigzag 909. Anyone's game here, anyone's game. You got the US flag there. That's gonna be clearly indicator US, but once again, massive country, massive points. And Zigzag thinks he has a town idea here in Idaho. I really like Idaho, CG. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I can see Idaho for sure. Utah, somewhere in that sort of northern Rockies. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Sheena's going Idaho-Montana border. This is it. No, I think no matter what, this is the end.
it.
This is the end.
This is it.
Will we have NMPZ or is Sheena going to take 3rd place?
This is it.
It's
Sheena! Sheena's on it. You're kidding. 5 times multi. He
Wow.
takes it. Sheena is going to the World Championship.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
3-1 victory. I mean, he couldn't have asked for a crazy result there. Sheena winning with 59 points. What?
Wow. Yeah, you said it so great right there. You could not have asked for a better way for that to go. 59 points, and he takes the win. What a bronze medal match.
Unbelievable.
I'm shook.
I am too. What have we just seen?
Cinema. Cinema.
Absolute cinema.
Absolute cinema. I mean, I was on the edge of my seat at the end of that game.
Quite literally, yeah.
Quite
we were like
literally
blown away, like
We were so locked in.
insane.
Oh, that was so fun to see. And that secures Sheena's spot in the World Championship pretty much. We'll see how the points kind of end up going after Americas and the EMEA major, of course. But that pretty much secures Sheena is locked in.
Yeah, he's in a really good spot now, picking up some points there. He's at what, 85 now, I believe, with that. So, yeah, looking good.
He did it. So impressive. Such an amazing match. I hope you guys enjoyed it at home. Let's hear what the desk thought of that game.
Sheena shines and secures 3rd place. What a performance by him. I mean, he dropped that first no move, but throughout that entire series against Zigzag, Sheena looking so strong, Ziggy.
Yeah, I mean, he continued to trend another 3-1 game, as I said earlier. I mean, it got so close at the end. I feel like the second moving game, I think even Zigzag could have won. And now in the last game, I mean, if Zigzag just gets like a slightly centimeter closer on the screen on that Pennsylvania round, he just wins the game on the spot. And Sheena, with that last round, I mean, I don't know how he pulled that one off.
Yeah, Geltris, initial reactions to that victory. Yeah, Sheena shining. As
I mean, it felt like that on a couple rounds where you had someone being a bit closer, just barely getting there. And I mean, it's now on the very last round, it really showed like how impressive this game was. It felt like a finals game already to me.
Yeah, that final round was absolute fireworks. Yeah, if Zigzag had done just a little more earlier in the match, he arguably could have survived there. It just goes to show the skill level of these players and
Podtrzymane to
how
3-1.
fine the margins are, right, Ziggy?
I mean,
Za
yeah,
chwilę
you
też
just
grande
saw that
finale
same
przed
thing. I mean,
nami.
it's just so close
Też
at the
pytanie,
top.
czy zostanie
Especially between
utrzymany
those
ten
players
wynik
we
3
said
do 1,
before
czy
the,
może
when
jednak
started that this major in general is very like
będzie jakieś
compact and skill level. I think
odstępstwo od normy,
there's no
jakieś
clear
3-0
favorite. I mean,
lub
we see
3-2.
Sheena take that third place. Congratulations to him. Galatrice, would you say that this result was the one you expected? We sort of spoke about Sheena getting a handle of his nerves. On the flip side, Zigzag sort of showing some nerves that he wouldn't usually. Yeah, did that matchup play out how you thought expected it to?
I mean, in terms of the result, maybe yes, because as I already said, we have 2 moving games in the beginning in the first 3 games. And knowing that Sheena is a very strong or stronger moving player than Zigzag, I did expect something like this, that he will have the lead on those terms. However, I gotta shout out Zigzag. He played very, very well, even though it was the moving games, his weaker mode. I feel like he did stand a good chance against Sheena there.
Yeah, just waiting for Sheena to get on the line. We'll, of course, get into that as soon as we can. Any other thoughts that you'd like to share now, Ziggy, about Sheena's performance or perhaps the form of Zigzag? You know, not the result that he wanted here. Nonetheless, still in a decent spot in the World League. What are the takeaways with regards to Zigzag?
As to Zigzag, I mean, I feel like he would be a bit disappointed, especially after he played in the World League. I mean, he did finish on the same amount of points as Sheena, and now he got very close to, you know, almost beating him. But I feel like I'm very happy for Sheena, because I feel like it would be such a disappointment going out in your home country like this, especially because he did finish above Zigzag in the World League. Now, you know, at least he will have that ticket to the World Championship, so I'm very happy for him.
All right, enough from us for now. We've got Sheena on the line, everybody, our 3rd place winner. Sheena, congratulations. How are you feeling now that you've won 3rd place?
Nie mamy wywiad z Sheeną.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, I'm very happy. Like, I never won Oceania tournament, so yeah, finally I won the BO5, so I'm very happy now.
Sheena, at previous lands, we've seen you struggle with your nerves. It seemed that across this tournament, you have a better handle of your nerves. Is that the case? Are you proud of your performance?
Yeah, actually I get less nervous than last tournament, so yeah, but I still like play a little bit bad, but yeah, I played well today, I think.
I think you definitely did play well. Ziggy, any questions from yourself?
Yeah, I would like to ask something about the moving games. Did you feel any pressure by Zigzag, you know, doing his classical playstyle, sending very quickly, but there was always a lot of information available, I feel like, on the map? Did you feel pressured, or were you like, no, this is just easy, I have 15 seconds more than Zigzag, so I'm just gonna make a better guess?
Yeah, I actually felt like very big pressure, but yeah, I thought like if I could play normally, I should be fine. But I made a couple of mistakes, so it got really close. But yeah, I got a bit lucky, I guess.
Galatrice, one question from yourself?
Yeah, I mean, luck is part of it. You had a lot of US rounds in the US. Of course, it's always hard to get a good guess down, especially in a rural environment, and we had those. We had this very snowy, mountainous location in Minnesota. Then we had the location in Pennsylvania, where you went New York, not that far off. I know you are someone who learns big countries. You like to learn big countries. Is US one of them, and were you surprised by the locations?
Yeah, I like US, but yeah, I don't know, today's US location was like really hard to me, but I got a very good vision guess on the last round, like winning round, so yeah, I feel happy about that.
Yes, the last round was definitely clutch, was very important. Congrats on winning and going to the grand final.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sheena. Yeah, big congratulations to Sheena on winning that 3rd place, and great to hear from the man himself. Yeah, the big story for Sheena has been about nerves. I know we've covered it a lot, but I 100% see a positive trajectory in how he is handling them, Ziggy.
Yeah, also I feel like just the way he speaks on camera as well.
Yeah, you would never have expected that at these prior lands. This is a completely different Sheena. Yeah, anyone that didn't see him at the prior lands.
Yeah, also just the English proficiency also improved. So I feel like that also helps, you know, that you don't have to be nervous about how you speak. that also helps. But this time he could just speak Japanese when he was asked how he's feeling, so I think that also, maybe helped improving the nerves.
Absolutely. Gentlemen, as always, thank you for your thoughts. Everybody all right? So Sheena has won our third place decider. We only have one more match to go today, but it's the most important one. It's our grand final. Eamon versus Lero. That will be ready very soon. For now, though, another shout out to one of our partners. So together with our friends at Oddbox and FL Studio, we are hosting a community remix. That's right, a community remix competition. Everyone can participate, and to read more, head on over to www.audiobox.com/GeoGuessr. The competition will be running a month, and the winner will have their remix released on Universal, and also will win tickets to our Copenhagen World Championship final later this year. Go ahead and get involved. All right, do not go anywhere, everybody. That grand final coming up very shortly.
Let's play a game. I'll hide, you seek.
Unconfirmed sightings of the GX man have been reported all over the world.
My VPN means I can be in multiple places at once. I can mod my look at the click of a button. I'll block any ads attempting to promote the manhunt. Your time starts now. Play the GX manhunt at GeoGuessr. Find me and get a reward.
The return of Area 51, Alienware's highest performance desktop yet, equipped with powerful Intel Core Ultra processors. Innovative architecture designed for ultimate gaming. Engineered to evolve alongside your game. Encounter the legendary Area 51 at Alienware.com.
Aloha, I'm Oli Carvalho. Dive in with me to see how the Shiba Hope Grows program is bringing our coral reefs back to life. Giving ownership to these communities, it's a sense of pride to know that we are giving back to our own oceans. Stream Reef Builders now on Prime Video.
Welcome back, everybody, to the GeoGuessr World Championship 2025 APAC Majors, coming to you live from Tokyo, Japan. We started with 6 players, and now just 2 remain. We saw Sheena in that third place decider take home the bronze, and now it's time to decide who is the top dog, Eamon or Lero. That's right, it's grand finals time. And what a grand final it is going to be. Cannot wait to see how it plays out. My name is Parla, I'm still your desk host. I'm still joined on the desk by 2 of the brightest minds in GeoGuessr, Ziggy and Gelotris. Guys, what a pleasure it's been to see how the action has transpired over the course of today, but I think we are now going to reach a perfect crescendo with this grand final.
Yeah, and what a tournament it has been. I mean, who would have predicted Eamon and Lero in the finals? I feel like predicting one, you know, that's fine, but not predicting Sheena and Zigzag to make it, that would have been a crazy call, I feel like, beforehand. So seeing this matchup unfold, you have the Aussies, you have the Kiwis, so who's going to take that win in the APAC?
Legendary battle ahead of us, Gelotris.
I fully agree. I mean, it wasn't an easy way for Eamon and Lero starting off in the quarterfinals and not having the semifinals advantage here. Yet they are here in the grand finals, Eamon versus Lero. We had some very great matches, but I see one more here.
Yeah, you can see exactly how we ended up here on screen now. So Eamon best out Feneb 3-1 in that quarterfinal, then best out Sheena 3-1 in the semis. Lero started off against Spaghetti 3-1 and then moved on to taking out Zigzag 3-1 in that semi-final. And that landed them here in the grand final. Eamon versus Lero. Two players absolutely ready to go.
Yeah, ready to go. I mean, the trajectory is it's going to be a 3-1, but the question is who takes it this time, because both of them won 3-1 twice already. Lero himself said that if he plays like he played against Zigzag and moving, there will be a lot of trouble, and I would agree with that. He needs to step up his game in that mode. But other than that, I feel like he's ready.
Guys, before we break things down further, why don't we hear from both of our players, Eamon and Lero?
I don't even know how to describe it. It's to be two world-class players today has just been unbelievable, to be honest. Well, it'll just be the icing on the cake, basically. I've already qualified for the finals in Copenhagen, so anything more will just be an added bonus. I'll be very happy to win an event.
My advantage against Eamon may be very slightly like NM and NMPZ, but I wouldn't really consider it a real advantage because he's really good at those modes anyway.
Lero made some very, very good reaching misses, no move, and NMPZ, even on the moving modes. I do think he made quite a few risky instances on the moving rounds. Maybe I can capitalize on that. I think that overall in the best of 5 format, I think we're quite even. I played a few best of 5 duels with him prior to the event, and it was basically even. I think it could go either way.
Yeah, I hope it goes to game 5, and it'll be a fun match if it does.
Lero wants game 5, and I think we all do as well. Are we going to see it, though? Are we going to see an NMPZ?
I mean, I think we all hope for it. I mean, my prediction is we either see a 3-1 victory by Eamon, or we do see a 3-2 victory by Lero. The question is, can Lero, you know, take the two no-move games, or even win a moving game? I don't know, but it's going to be an interesting first 4 matches.
Gelotris, what are your thoughts? How likely are we to see an NMPZ here?
I mean, looking back at today, we didn't have a single one, so surely we will have it here. Surely. I mean, to those two players, I feel like both ended up here saying they got lucky. I don't think so. I think both played very, very well today. And yeah, let's see who's the better one.
Eamon mentioned that winning the APAC majors would just simply be the icing on the cake. He referring to the fact that he's already guaranteed a spot in Copenhagen. Potentially a good way to view this matchup, take some pressure off the shoulders, Ziggy.
I mean, yeah, there's not real pressure there. Both qualified already, but now we're playing for a lot of money still. Let's not forget about that. The first place gets significantly more than the second place, and also the bragging rights, the Australia versus New Zealand rivalry. So there's still a lot to play for. So yeah, looking forward.
Still everything to play for, really. Those bragging rights can never be underestimated. You know, everybody here is a competitive player, and they want to say they are the best of the best. Chance to do that now, of course, in this grand final. Lero points out that he doesn't see a real advantage that he has over Eamon. Gelotris, do you agree with his take?
I think he's referring to the fact that Eamon is probably a better moving player here, and again, we have the 2 moving games that he has come through. If he managed to pull those off, if he managed to get at least 1 win out of those 2 moving games, I feel like he has a good chance, yes.
Something else that I wanted to touch upon was Eamon pointing out that he's seen the risks that Lero has been taking, and he hopes or wonders if he can capitalize on them. Ziggy, do you think that's going to be an important win condition for Eamon?
Well, yes, I think, but it will be interesting to see whether Leroy will go for those risky strats in the first moving game. I feel like he will do the same as he did with Zigzag, where he will try to, compete in the first moving game. And if that doesn't go his way and he takes the second game in no move, I think he will maybe try to switch up his strategy and insta-guess. But as you said, it's very, very risky, especially I feel like on this map there was a lot of information available very close to the spawn. So it's going to be very risky in times.
Gilitris, same question or point to you. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's also a skill. It's one of the skill set moving players do have, is to judge if you have information nearby or not, where to move, and if you have it at all. So that skill set missing could lead him to make false decisions on whether he has to insta-send or not, because usually you have to look around and judge whether it's a round where you can take that risk or not.
So Eamon said he sees two world-class players on the server, himself and Leroy. And we know Leroy said he doesn't see a real advantage in himself, which kind of implies he sees it as a close matchup. How do you guys see it? Either player got an edge here, Ziggy?
I think Eamon got the edge just because of how the format is structured. I feel like the two moving games will suit him a bit more, especially because I feel like the difference in no move isn't that big. Leroy might be better, but not by a large margin. So I feel like he should be favored, but if it goes to NMPZ, it's going to be quite tough for him.
Gilitris, what do you think?
I fully agree. However, on moving games, it depends on the round. I feel like even if it's a moving game, you can sometimes still vibe guess it out. And I think Leroy can do that to turn the tables. But on paper, I would say Eamon has the better chance to win here.
We have about a minute before we head on over to the stage. So guys, let me push you for some final thoughts. Ziggy, starting with you, and of course, an official prediction, please.
Yeah, I mean, I already made my point. I think the format does favor Eamon, so I will go for the insane prediction of a 3-1. I mean, who would have predicted a 3-1 today? I'm going to go 3-1 Eamon.
3-1 Eamon. Gilitris, what do you think?
This time I have to be boring. I have to go with the same prediction. I can't go against it. I also think it's a 3-1 for Eamon here.
Okay, well, with that said, final question. If Leroy is to come out on top, what does he have to do, very quickly?
Win a moving game.
Win a moving?
Win both moving games.
All right, everybody at home, we've got our analyst desk siding with Eamon. Leroy with it all to play for. Now it's time to get this one underway. It's the grand final of our majors here. Please, let's head on over to the stage.
皆さん、この時間がやってまいりました。いよいよ決勝戦ですね。
はい、皆さん準備はいいでしょうか。ありがとうございます。今ステージ袖で選手の皆さんがスタンバイしてくれていますが、ものすごくリラックスして、あるいは緊張して、すごく素敵な表情を浮かべてくれています。それでは2人の選手を呼び込んでいきましょう。大きな拍手でお迎えください。選手の登場です。
It's finally grand final time. Please give them a big, big round of applause from New Zealand, Eamon!
Eamon 選手、決勝戦の舞台へようこそ。
Welcome to the grand finals, Eamon.
It's awesome to be here. Thank you so much for the support, guys.
とても嬉しいです。皆様、応援ありがとうございます。
さあ、決勝戦の舞台に立ちました。今のお気持ちはいかがでしょ
う？ So now you're at the grand finals. Finally, how are you feeling right now?
Excited because I've already done my goal of qualifying for the grand final. So yeah, if I win this, that would just be an added bonus.
はい、もう今回ですね、この決勝戦まで勝ち上がってくることができてワクワクしております。
この決勝戦に勝てば、いよいよ世界大会出場です。どんな決勝戦にしてくれますか？
So if you win this match, this grand final, you'll be qualified for the World Championship. So how do you want to play this match?
Probably just going to take my time in all the game modes. Lero is definitely a faster player than me, and I assume he's going to stand quite fast in the moving games. So I'll try my best to find info, and if not, I need to try look around and make a region guess before.
はい、リードがですね、結構本当にすぐ即決とか、本当に時間をうまく使ってプレッシャーをかけてくるとは思うんですけれども、私は逆に時間を使ってなるべく情報を集めて慎重にプレイしたいと思っております。
素晴らしい戦い、楽しみにしています。どうぞおかけください。
So now please take your seat and get ready for the grand final. Thank you.
では続いて対戦相手にも登場していただきましょう。
So now it's time for his opponent. From Australia, Lero!
Lero 選手、決勝戦の舞台へようこそ。
Lero, welcome to the grand final.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
さあ、いよいよ決勝の舞台です。今のお気持ちを聞かせてください。
It's now finally the grand final time. How are you feeling right now?
I'm just happy to be here, so I'll do my best, but whatever happens, I'll be happy with.
はい、ここに来れてとても嬉しいです。何があっても全力で最後まで戦い抜きたいと思います。
この戦いに勝てば世界大会に進出することが決まります。どんな決勝戦にしましょうか。
So if you win this match, this grand final, you'll be qualified for World Championship. How would you want to play this match?
I think I'll see how it goes. I'll speed up if I need to, try some ascending, try some slower guesses, but it'll be a mix of everything. I'll just try not to make too many mistakes, and hopefully that'll work.
本当にどうなるかはどんなような場所が出てくるかによるのでちょっと何とも言えないんですけれども、なるべくミスはしないように頑張って全力でプレーしたいと思います。
最高の決勝戦になることを期待しています。どうぞおかけください。
Thank you very much. Now please take your seat, and if you like, please do the handshake or the fist bump to your opponent. Thank you. Good luck.
Guys, it is finally time.
We're here.
Guys, finally time for the grand finals. I hope everybody is locked in. We had an amazing bronze match, but now it's time to crown the winner of the APAC Major and see who is going to add their name to our commemorative plate already on it. Hard to probably see on the camera here, but we do have Korania engraved on this plate. Will Eamon or will Lero join him on the Asia and the Pacific plate? Beautiful, amazing. I love that we have this thing that we do every single year. I can't wait down the line when we have so many names. And now we're gonna crown the second APAC champion right here. Chance at $7,000 for the winner and securing World Championship qualification. CG, talk to me.
There's so much here at stake, not just in terms of winning the APAC Championship, but getting their name on this plate, going to the World Championship finals, just having that to their name. This tournament, they've won. So these players are going to be giving it their all. I believe with the points they're about to earn from this first and second place, they're going to be in a great spot to just go all the way to the championships. So no matter what happens, these players have just demonstrated their worth today. They're going to be formidable opponents at the World Championship. And now we get to see them face off. Will we finally get NMPZ today is my real question.
That is the question.
It's the last chance.
In this little break, I went up to both of the players and I said, hey, you're going to give us NMPZ, right? We all want it. Everybody at home wants it. Everybody in the audience wants it. And they said, yeah, we got you. We'll give you the NMPZ. Will that actually happen? I don't know. Obviously, they're going to give it their all and try and win in whatever fashion they can. Let's see who can do it.
Let's see. This is it. Everything these Asia-Pacific players have been training for leads to this very match. Eamon versus Lero. And it's game one.
It's time. The game is ready. Powered by Opera GX. It is the APAC Major Finals. We start off on move. Eamon versus Lero. Let's do it, CG. Everybody hype at home. This is our round 1. Let's do it. Ooh. Is this ever the Panama car without the blur?
It just might be.
Burak nie sprawdza się w biznesie. Za to buraki i inne warzywa w najlepszej cenie sprawdza się w Blix. Bo gazetki ponad 100 sklepów masz w jednej apce. Ściągnij i sprawdzaj codziennie, bo promocje sprawdza się w Blix.
What can they find? I mean, no signs. Oh, finally we have a sign. The first time, just a little small one there. Interesting. Okay, here's actually some decent information. You possibly are going to get a city on this. I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it for Lero. Lero opting not to make that insta-guess on the round 2. Only 20 seconds left to go. So pressure's on for both of them. Last second, Eamon has found quite a few town names. Can he actually find them? That's the question. Lero zooming in. They're in a similar area. Western Austria. Now, who's actually going to be closer? Eamon unable to find any of those towns on the sign. Yep, but he is going to be just slightly closer. A little back and forth for our round 1 and 2.
Yeah, not too much to write home about in terms of points yet. Round 3 in Brazil here.
Yeah,
bigger
Brazil
country.
Pulls right off the bat. 2 times multi could be big damage. We will see. Now, which direction are they going to opt to move? You see, Eamon starts to move pretty quick, and Lero from no move insta-guesses.
He's in Paraíba State, so yeah, I like this northeast vibe. Eamon's going to join him there. A little farther south, but it makes sense with the landscape, these kinds of hills and the foliage we've got, and right between them, yeah.
It's just over by Recife. Lero, 700 points of damage taken from Eamon's health bar there as we move on to round 4. This is our round 4 here, looking like a Colombia, if I had to say so myself. Let's start them off, get them going here, see what they can find.
Let's see. Seems like a fairly main road, so there's potential to get some info. Yeah, there's one of those kilometer markers in Colombia that Lero's seen there.
A little sign there for Eamon. Is that giving him a town name?
Oh.
Wait, hard to tell on our monitors, but I think it might. Eamon's locked in super far north, and Lero is so far south. This is going to be massive.
Opposite sides of Colombia, which is an underratedly huge country.
Yeah.
Let's see who's going to take the points here.
Wow, it's actually just in between them.
Wow.
And both players looked a little shocked, especially Eamon on that one. He takes 1,000 points of damage on that.
Yeah, even so, just with that distance between them. Some nice points for Lero as we head into, it looks like Ukraine for round 5 with that red car, long antenna.
For round 5, let's start them off.
Let's get into it.
Yep, round 5 here. Go once again, Lero not gonna move. Wow, and he goes pretty far south here. Very far south. Is Eamon gonna find some information on the sign? Doesn't look like he will. He's just gonna play it, no move from there.
Yeah, that was a risky choice from Lero, sending that fast, not looking at the signs that were clearly right there.
Wow, and it's very far west. Eamon is going to be technically closer there. 1,500 points of damage with the multi, and the game is just about even now as we go into round 6.
Barely 100 points separating the two right now, halfway through.
Wow, and we're back in Japan.
We're back in Japan.
We're back in Japan. Right off the bat, there will be some pull plates here. You see both players taking a look at them. Got a guy wire as well. Now, are they helpful? That's the real question. Don't look like they're giving anything away. We've got a horizontal and a vertical there right next to each other. The pull plates, but then those are both vertical. Interesting.
Yeah, there is a bit of, you know, maybe it is just like sort of central like that.
Yep, I like it.
It might just be. 10 seconds left for Eamon to respond now. He's still checking the pull plates.
5
Doesn't
seconds
seem
to go.
too confident. Yeah, he's going Fukushima. Wow. 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 He just misses the prefecture there.
But he's so close.
Great guess, yeah.
850 damage there. Really nice stuff from Eamon. Very nice back and forth game. We've got to start off this finals. We'll take a quick peek around at our round 7 and then get them straight in without any hesitation. Looking like Argentina here for the round 7. Again, we have an Argentina where we're right next to one of those sort of central little parks that they tend to have.
Yeah, very common to see in Argentina. And yeah, when you're so central, you're bound to find some good information. So now it's a race. Who's going to find the town name, maybe the province, anything that they can get to as quickly as they possibly can.
Yeah, a lot of these lose little signs here, but seem a little hard to read, to be honest.
Yeah, that one looked pretty good. Amoka maybe is that little word art sculpture there. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe that's the town name. Wow, Lero locked right near Cordoba.
10 seconds, Eamon once again. Lero has been guessing faster, and Eamon is left to respond. What will he do? He still hasn't opened his map.
Okay, yeah, he's right there as well. They're just next to each other in the end. And it actually just slightly goes to Eamon. 4 times damage makes it a decent hit, 380, but could have been way worse. Round 8 now, 4.5 times multi-CG. This is serious. We're approaching that round limit here, and both players are in the green on the health. This is what we're looking at here, a Czechia and Slovakia bollard right there. So we should be in one of those 2 countries. I'd have to venture, my guess would be Czechia.
I would agree with that. Yep. Now, Czechia is really good with signs. Once again, they just have to move and hope they find it. They're going opposite directions now, though.
Ooh. Eamon did a pretty classic trick for very good moving players where while they're moving, you see Lero doing it as well, they actually kind of start to zoom in while moving. So that they're ready to already be there. It saves just a couple seconds, but those couple seconds can mean everything in this level of professional GeoGuessr. Now, Eamon has some town signs here. Can he find them?
Yeah, he does have the road number as well, 446, and Czechia does organize the roads by the hundreds, so...
Lero's come across same sign.
They have the same information, but Eamon has the advantage. He's been scanning for a while now, and he's lining it up. He has the road. He's looking towards those towns. Sternberg, 13 to the northwest, so he's just about on there. Will Lero find this?
That's the question. Lero ends up being closer, even though Eamon had the information for much longer. Lero closer, but both very close by. In the end, only a couple points. Not too terrible. We go on to round 9. Only 2 possible rounds left. And again, both players are still in the green here. This is going to be big. This is our round 9. Let's get started here and see what sort of information they could glean right off spawn. Will they move? Looking like UK here. Sign there for Lero, possibly. We're looking at Lawrence Park.
Shropshire Homes, it says on that sign for Eamon, which is near Wales in England.
Doesn't seem like either of them know it. I think they would have guessed.
I would have assumed they would. Maybe they don't trust it, knowing it's a real estate sign, but...
Good point.
I mean, yeah, Shrewsbury is... That's right over in that area, so... Do they know? Eamon's found it.
Wow, I don't think Lero knows. He's in the right area, sort of, but he's looking a little too far south.
Yeah, he's actually moved into Wales.
Into Wales now, and with 5 times multi, I mean, they're close, but it's gonna be damage here.
This is big for Eamon, yeah.
Wow. That's going to be huge for Eamon. 1,600 points of damage, puts Lero at 1,500 health. And we move on to our final round, round 10.
And we've seen situations like this so many times today. Many of these matches or games have gone to round 10 with one player down to about 1,500, Eamon with about 4,000. So he has the advantage here. Player with the least amount of health will lose the game. Let's see what happens.
It comes down to Chile. Lero's going to guess quick. It seems like that's going to be his play here. He does it. He locks it in. The pressure's now on for Eamon. Eamon, can he find any information in this 10 seconds? He resets back to spawn. He's going to play at no move, just like Lero. He's not too far off from where Lero is. Who's going to be closer here? It is going to be Eamon, and he's going to secure the moving game.
Eamon, in pretty convincing fashion with 4,000 points left, takes the first moving game. Perhaps what we expected to see. We know that Eamon is so strong at moving. Lero, not a huge fan, so maybe the way this was expected to go, but this is exactly what Eamon needs.
Yep.
These moving games, they are his path forward in this match.
That's
great start.
Great start for Eamon, as you said. But yes, Eamon definitely the one expected to be winning the moving games, especially against players like Lero, who specialize in NMPZ. So definitely the way it should go. Now is the question, can Lero win in the mode he is a little more favored in the no move? And then maybe we go back to Eamon, then Eamon wins the moving, then we go back to no move, and then you get Lero in his preferred mode, and then maybe he takes the whole thing. We'll see if the scriptwriter's cooked or not.
We shall see, Bloom. Let's get into game number 2, and it is no moving.
No moving. 1 360 panorama from the spawn location is all you get. Cannot move up and down the road anymore. And this is that 360 panorama that they will have. Round 1. Let's go.
Let's do this. Starting off both games of this match with pickup truck coverage.
Yeah.
This time we're way out in Kenya.
It's very green, which is very common in that western pocket. That sort of southwestern pocket of Kenya can be very green like this, so.
Yeah, very lush, a lot of agriculture as we see here. And it's a matter of really just refining the region guess. Can you narrow it down to a specific region? Actually looks like Lero was thinking about north of Nairobi first.
Interesting. That area can be sort of green as well.
Yeah, Eamon is convincing, he's committing to the west. So decent difference between them.
And Eamon actually the one to lock in first here, when Lero's kind of usually the one guessing fast.
Let's see who's going to be right on this region guess.
Wow.
Okay.
It's going to be actually over in the green area near the Mount Kenya National Park. That's 448 points. Round 1. A good start for Lero. And we move on to round number 2. 1.5 times multi now. That 0.5 increase each round, of course. And this is what we're getting on the round 2.
Once again, Lero spinning around the avatars. Love to see that.
Yeah,
it's classic little thing there.
Classic.
And what are we working with here?
Interesting. Is this ever just... yeah, Romania.
Yeah, I was thinking that, yeah. Lero's locked into Romania. He just clicked right in the middle.
Yeah, because Romania can't have these small dashes on the outside.
Yeah.
At times. They're rare, but they do exist in Romania.
This landscape, yeah, that Romania fits the bill, so it is, yeah.
It is just going to be Romania. Pretty similar guesses there. Only going to give 50 points of damage down to Eamon's health. Lero going to hold his full health, holding the flawless. We're going to go into round 3. So what we're working with here, looking like a Brazil. Seems like we're back. Big country, big points are on offer here, CG.
Yep, this is the place to pick up some points. Start getting some momentum early in the game, round 3.
2 times multi is enough to make Brazil a little scary here.
Yeah, if you make a big blunder in a country as big as Brazil, 2 times multi could just knock you out. So you got to be really careful. You got to be in the zone. And these 2 players, you can see them scouring every piece of the landscape right now, taking in the foliage, the hills, anything they can.
Eamon opening up his map, thinking relatively far south, but has not placed an actual pin in. Lero opens the map as well, thinking Sao Paulo. Similar area to where Eamon had zoomed in. Yeah, they're both going to be in that Sao Paulo state. Will they keep it there? Will they commit it? Only 15 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I like their general thought process here. And yeah, time's going to tick down. Looks like they're going to make full use of it here.
Yeah, both players pretty close by. Lero locks it in, and the timer runs out. And Eamon is a little bit closer. He's going to finally chip away a bit of damage there. 858, and even when they were both very close by each other. Round 4. Here we are on our round 4. We're got a lot of the coverage is very blocked here by this truck.
Half the view we can't really see, but maybe the truck helps actually. We'll see if they trust anything on there.
Yeah,
Interesting. It is going to be Romania. Yeah, Eamon has the Romania license plate.
Yeah, Romania license plate right there. But how are you going to region guess this when all you're really getting access to see is these apartment buildings and then a truck?
Yeah, I mean, this is a testament to just how random Google coverage is. Sometimes you're just next to a truck and you can't see. So you have to be ready as a pro player to contend with any kind of situation like this.
And you can see both players are kind of trying to look out in the distance. Lero's getting that little glimpse of a mountain here because a lot of times in GeoGuessr, that's what you need to make your region guesses. You need to be able to see the landscape. You need to be able to get a vibe for the area you're actually in, even within the country. Lero does end up making that guess. The pressure's on for Eamon to follow suit. He opens up the map and he's in Albania? Oh, and it's Romania. I mean, it is Romania. We had the Romanian...
Eamon was looking at the plate.
He was looking at the plate.
And he's still in Albania?
I wonder if he thought it was a car traveling. Because I do really understand the Albania vibe there. I definitely kind of got that vibe, but that Romanian plate, I wonder if he thought it was a traveling car.
Yeah, that is rough for Eamon. But he's not out of this yet. He's still got over half his health. It's relatively early. So we'll see if he can turn it around. But Lero's starting to look good here in the no move.
Yep. Again, it's as we kind of predicted as we went into this. I think no move just slightly favors Lero. Eamon is thinking France here on the round 5. 3 times multiplier. Things are serious. Lero could give quite a big hit again here. France is big enough to do it, but their guesses are pretty close by, kind of in a central, slightly north area.
Yeah, I think this one should end up being France. Yeah, it's a matter of who's going to get that better region guess. A bit of a tricky one for sure. Rural France can look so similar in so many places.
Part of me wonders if this could be anything else.
Yeah, maybe they're both just in the wrong country. You never know.
France is a good shout, though. Like, I definitely don't dislike it, but there's this little feeling in my bones that's saying, what if it's not France? We will see, though. The timer's going to run out, and they're both going to commit it. Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Netherlands?
That's crazy.
What?
No shot.
What a round.
But Bloom, you called it, man. You said
I called it.
There's something wrong.
There was something wrong there.
That's wild.
Unreal. We go on to round 6. This is what we're dealing with here. Let's see. Wow, what a difficult one, especially for no moving.
Yeah, some interesting architecture and yeah, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Let's see.
So they have a little bit of a sign there, and both are trying to use it, but it's hard to read. You can't get much off of it. Lero's thinking Colombia, and he's got a plonk down, but hasn't locked it in. Eamon looking at whatever he can.
Okay, Lero is committing himself to the Colombia guess. Eamon once again left to respond. He's gonna join him in Colombia. A little farther south, though.
Medellin here for Eamon.
Oh!
But Lero! What? What a guess! Oh, and there's an Aussie chant going on in the crowd, too.
The Lero hype is going crazy.
Unbelievable! I hope they could hear that in the cast, the audience rooting for Aussie. Here's what we have here for our round 7. Ooh, another really difficult one. This no move map is definitely hard.
Yeah, there have been some tricky locations, some baity rounds like that Netherlands. So yeah, looks like another tough European location. And you're just really left to the foliage. I mean, you have the generic. Yeah, that's really it. So. Lyra's in Hungary?
Wow,
Okay.
Lyra's thinking Hungary, but Lyra is sitting in such a nice spot to win and get the 1-1. We'll see if he can do it. Eamon is following suit in Hungary as well, so both are there.
That can definitely work. Oh, but Lyra's thinking about France.
Is he gonna move it? It's 15 seconds to go. Eamon really considering whatever he can. You see him really leaned into the monitor here, and he looks very confused.
I kind of see the France. Wait, yeah, Lyra's
Lyra
moved.
does it. He moves to France.
Oh no, but it is Hungary.
No, but it is Hungary with 4 times multi. Eamon goes up 2-0.
I don't believe it. Eamon with only 1,000 points left there. On death's doorstep, takes the win. All it takes is one guess like that.
Yeah, with
and now Eamon 2-0.
2-0 for Eamon with the multis high enough, and Lyra was right there, and he just last second considered France, and he ended up moving it.
Sometimes these last second switches, you second guess yourself, you start getting in your head about where could it be instead, and yeah, sometimes it's not the right call to give into those thinkings, so yeah.
Many times in this tournament today, actually, there have been these times where a player's initial guess is correct, then they second guess, they move off of it last second, and it does not go in their favor. Now, can Lyra re-lock in after that? He is only 1 game away from losing.
Yeah, and we're back to the moving format, which, as we saw, Eamon really was convincingly dominating there with 4,000 points left in the first game on his win. So, can he do it again? Can he do it again and get our first 3-0 of the day? Or will Lyra have something to say about that?
Wow, could
Let's see.
be the first 3-0. Let's find out. Let's get the players in. Everybody at home, lock in. We are possibly only 1 singular game away from crowning the APAC Major Champion of 2025. Round 1 starting on South Africa here.
Oh, Eamon, he's got a town, Danielson.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like he knows too well where that's going to be, though.
A difficult one. It's probably a pretty small town.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is
much other information there.
He zoomed in sort of north in South Africa, which I can see with this landscape and architecture as well.
Lyra was hanging out with the cows. Quality Steelworks. If anybody needs any Quality Steelworks,
you guys know where to hit him up, yeah.
You know who to call. Let's see. Okay, Lyra finally opening up the map.
Yeah, Lyra goes north as well there. I like this region guess. Eamon, yep, he's gonna click there too.
Wow, yeah, both really great guesses. Pretty much just region guesses at that point. 142 damage to start us off. Round number 2.
I think we can see the ocean
Got
and a
the
beach.
ocean there.
Yeah, very nice.
And some bollards here.
Lovely German bollards, looks like.
Are they? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Wow, what a cool location. Start us off here, get into round 2.
And is the water east of us? Wow. That's a pretty distinct angle for Germany. Yes, it's got to be on the north coast somewhere where you have that.
There, yeah.
Eamon is just rocketing down the road because you know you're going to get some good signs in Germany, but Lyra's lining up the coastline right now. So different approaches.
Wow, Eamon is possibly considering one of these islands here, actually sort of off the more west coast. Now Lyra is too.
Yeah, you have these big sand dunes. Yeah, this is a cool place, but it's really
Very
critical.
cool.
Get that region guess.
Let's see if they find anything. Yeah, Eamon's still moving so fast down the road. Lyra now following suit, but it seems like they're moving. They are moving in the same direction, but Lyra is farther behind.
Yeah, Eamon went back to the start after a while, I think.
Yeah.
Now
Lyra's going over back to where for no
Eamon is
the island.
Is he on those islands? Is he going to stay there?
Oh, and
wow,
he does,
Eamon!
That's such an impressive guess on the on the round 2. What is that?
Eamon gets the right German island. That is not a sentence you get to say every day.
No, definitely not.
Amazing.
I have never said that on a cast. That someone got the right German island correct, CG? What?
That is a wild one.
That is a wild one. This is our round 3, though. We'll get the players in. Should be Tunisia here.
Have we had any Tunisia today? I don't think so.
This is our first Tunisia of the day.
And a moving one at that.
Yeah.
That's an interesting way to play Tunisia. Looks like Lira has a town sign, and
Eamon has a town sign as well, leaving the town.
Different info.
Probably a pretty hard city to find, I would say. It's probably pretty small here, but we have some bigger signs for both players.
Oh, yeah. Eamon's got a great one there. Adios, Fax.
Yeah, that's going to be very helpful.
So, yeah, he knows where those 2 cities are.
Lira's got a roundabout and some signs as well here. So yeah, got another sign with some good information there. Gonna try and line it up. They both should be pretty close here. Now, whether or not they can actually find this, that is gonna be the question. Should be kind of hard to do. It should be north of Sfax, because that sign had Sfax to the south.
Let's see, 5 seconds. Who has done a better job lining this up? Eamon's looks pretty good. Yeah, Eamon!
What the 4998 in Tunisia?
Eamon is on an absolute roll right now with these rounds. He's getting the region guesses, and then he's almost pinpointing in Tunisia in 60 seconds.
Crazy. We love to see it. And now we have our round 4 in Thailand. Let's start us off. See what the players can find here. We've mentioned this before. There's some usable information in Thailand for sure, but it can be a hard country to region guess.
Yeah, we do.
Off the bat, Lira's just gonna guess right away.
I like this idea because if you see to the south here, you have rubber trees.
Yes.
Which you'll see a lot in the south of Thailand. Eamon will join him.
Yeah, very common in the south there, those rubber trees. So very good guesses here. Yeah, but Lira, that's going to be some points too. 2.5 times, 880. And Lira actually just slightly takes the lead as we go into round 5. And we're in India. This could be some big points, CG.
It sure could. 3 times damage. India, big country. One that some players struggle with. I believe Eamon listed this as one of his weaknesses. Did Lira as well, possibly?
Did Lira? I don't remember.
In any case, definitely a tricky country. Yeah.
That's for sure. And Lira is just locking in fast. Eamon now forced to make a guess basically off of spawn alone. He's moving a little bit, but he's only got 5 seconds. Got to open the map up, Eamon.
Ooh, different
He's going
guesses.
to Maharashtra. Oh, this is going to be huge. He moves all the north at the end. Oh, and it's actually just in between them.
It's like almost perfectly there between them.
Wow, so it's nothing to write home about in the end. And we just move on to round 6. That could have been massive.
Yeah. A missed opportunity for both of them there, but we move on to round 6.
Yep, this is it. We have a little sign there, so that's something.
Some Italian on there, maybe.
Looks like some Italian. Again, the players can move, so they're gonna try and go find whatever they can. Wow, Lira's just in. Po Valley, near the coast.
Yeah, this flat landscape, agricultural. That's a really big area. You're going to see things like this. So I like that region guess. Eamon again now has a few seconds to make up his mind. He's going to join him there.
Yeah, looks like it. Both pretty close by. Eamon will be closer there. Gonna chip away some damage. Even things out just even more. It is a back and forth game here, CG, on the game 3.
Yeah, their health is so close. Lira is doing, I have to say, a lot better job this time in the moving game. You know, he's not lost nearly as much health as before, so he's doing well. He's recovered a bit after the first loss. And again, he knows what's at stake. If he loses right here on the moving, it's done, and Eamon is the champion, so.
Yeah, it's over.
Yep.
Eamon getting a 3-0 would be unreal. Can he do it here? Looking like a Mexico. You got the Mexico octagonal pole, which is classic. And he has some info on that sign. He's making a very confident guess. He's locked in.
Wow, Eamon. Oh, look at this. Hands on his head. He doesn't know if he likes it.
Wait, he doesn't know if he likes it. But Liro's calm. Oh no, Eamon really doesn't like it. But they're both right next to each other in the end, and it's actually okay.
Wow.
Oh, but Eamon still looks very unhappy.
Yeah, he seemed really stressed about that guess, but in the end, it wasn't so bad, man.
Yeah, was not
All
so bad,
good.
but maybe he's a little disappointed in himself, thought he could do better and get even closer. We move on to round 8. Wow, both players above 4K health on the round 8. Approaching the round limit, you gotta do it in 10. Whoever has the most health at the end of round 10 will win this game.
Yeah, and the way this has been going, I mean, their health is still so high. Eamon just has to chip a little bit more and get that higher health in round 10, and he'll take it 3-0. So he's in a really good spot right now. Indonesia, though, big country with Maltese.
Yeah.
Rozkręć swój sezon. Nie przegap tych hitów w supercenach. Planujesz grillowanie, biwakowanie lub wiosenne szaleństwo w kuchni? Mamy wszystko, czego potrzebujesz. Zobacz więcej w sklepach i na euro.com.pl.
Zebraliśmy się tutaj, bo zamierzam kandydować na prezydenta.
Ale wasza smakowitość jest już królem.
A komu to przeszkadza? No właśnie. Wszyscy mają kiełbasę wyborczą, a my mamy kiełbasę krakowską z szynki od szwagra. Kiełbasę nad kiełbasami. Kiełbasa z szynki dla każdego. To jest mój program!
Krakowska z szynki od szwagra to kiełbasa, która dotrzymuje obietnic.
Zapisałeś?
Ale ja jadłem.
Krakus, król szynki.
Actually, I might stand corrected. This is not the UK.
It's not.
Never mind, never mind.
I got the vibe though, the brick.
Yeah,
when we spawned
from the alley
in.
it seemed, but no, this is Belgium, I think.
Gonna be Belgium for sure. But again, they're still the same situation. They're in a city. They're gonna try and find that city. Eamon's got a sign here for a skate park. Might say the city on it. He seems like he's scanning for it. Lero still moving very fast, trying to find something as helpful. But wait, did he?
I think Eamon's got it.
Just found
it
it.
said Anden, and he found a town that has that in the name. So he's in the right region, most likely.
Oh, wow, but Lero is also so close by. As long as he stays there, we're just going to get round 10, and it's going to be decided all right there. Yeah.
Is Eamon a little closer? Yeah, barely. I mean, that's
barely
35
points. I mean, this game is so close. And you know what, CG? Round 10? Where are we for round 10, CG?
Wow.
We're in India.
So, this is it, guys. Either Eamon just is that little bit closer, or Lero multi-merchants.
I mean, Lero's up.
He could as well. Yeah, Lero is in the same spot.
It's just whoever is going to be closest on this round, unless they're right on top of each other, it's just whoever closest is going to take this round.
Absolutely
Lero
wild.
Zooming in quickly here. He's got possibly a region guess that he's thinking, but no, both players are actually going to take the time to look around and see what they can find, because this is everything. Either Eamon is the champion of the APAC region and secures a spot in the World Championship, or Lero takes us back to his preferred mode, no move, and then possibly for a chance at NMPZ. It's decided right here on India.
It might all come down to this. The APAC champion could be crowned on an Asia round.
Yeah.
Is it about to happen? We have 15 seconds left.
And neither player has really found anything too important. Finally, Eamon opens up the map. And
Who is going to be closer?
Oh my, this is all decided right now. Timer runs out.
Eamon!
And Eamon is
Eamon!
actually closer in the end. And he's going to 3-0
Wow.
and become the APAC champion.
Eamon has done it. He gets the first 3-0 of the day after coming so close in the quarterfinals, the semifinals. He gets the 3-0, and he is the APAC Major Champion of 2025.
Eamon takes the prize, takes the win, and takes the ticket to the World Championship. He is your APAC champion.